What's going on, everybody? Today, what I want to do, as always, is talk to you guys. And what I want to talk to you guys about today is how to actually use movements, particularly the movements I show on my page, how to use them to actually heal emotionally. And the big reason why I want to go over this is because oftentimes, I get a few DMs every month where people kind of complain to me about saying that I shouldn't say, you don't need to tell your story in order to release trapped emotions. And oftentimes people think I'm taking shots at therapy, which maybe. But the idea is, what are we healing from? Are we actually healing from our stories, or are we just trying to heal from the charged energy behind the story? And that's what I mean when I say you don't have to tell your story in order to release the feeling behind it. Because oftentimes people think they need to express the story, they need to vent about their problems, they need to express themselves. And I'm sorry to tell you, we lived in the most expressed generation ever. All of us are expressing ourselves, all of us are talking about our feelings, all of us are venting about our problems. All of us are in Facebook community chats, and I'm in a lot of these Facebook community chats. The main reason why I'm in a lot of these Facebook community chats where it's like mental health problems is because I like to see the conversation going on. That way I can make content about it. But the idea is people are constantly talking about their problems. They feel like they have to tell their story. And I'm here to tell you, if you actually want to heal emotionally, you don't have to do that. But how do you use movement to actually heal the charge behind the story? Because remember, what we're actually trying to heal from is not the story itself. It's the charge, it's the trigger behind the story. The way we use movement to actually heal from the trigger is you have to do it subtly. What do I mean by this? A lot of people don't understand how to use these movements. If you ever done any of my long form videos, particularly on YouTube, you'll see that when I do a movement routine, we're not doing much. All the movements are designed to do is to bring awareness back into your body, back into your heart. Because a lot of times what we're doing is we're trapped in our heads. We're constantly thinking. And most people haven't even experienced their body. How do I know this? I was a personal trainer. I was a full-time personal trainer for like 6 or 7 years. I worked with over 200 clients in person. And I was shocked at how many people weren't experienced with their body, particularly when we do a particular exercise. And I'll say, do you feel it here? And they didn't. They didn't feel the muscles being activated. They had no access to their body because they're constantly trapped in their head. And the main reason why they were constantly trapped in their head is because they want to know if they're doing it right. That's a big thing too today. Everybody wants to do it right. Everybody wants to be correct. I see it when I just make certain posts on Instagram and people feel the need to correct me with my spelling. So people will actually read my stories and say, hey, it should have been spelled T-H-E-R-E, not T-H-E-I-R, or you should have spelled your this way. And it's like, well, the purpose of the post is for you to get off your ass and actually do the movements. It's not for you to actually read the story. The story is supposed to get you engaged, but it's for you to get off your ass. If you was off your ass, you wouldn't be noticing the words. But anyway, how do you use the movements to actually heal the charged emotion? What you got to realize is the charged emotion, it's not so much in your mind. It's not verbal. It's not words. It's energy that's stuck inside your body, inside your nervous system. So what you got to do is when you do these movements, the only thing these movements are designed to do is to put you back into the body, to get you to stop thinking and feel and experience what's actually there. And when you start doing these movements, so you'll notice in a lot of my YouTube routines, particularly the long ones, the ones that are like 20 minutes long, 25 minutes long, because also I get a lot of DMs where people, they DM me from Instagram and they say, hey, I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel no emotional release. How come? Because it's not about the movements. It's about the awareness behind the movements. So what you got to do is, let's say you choose a movement, and it could be anything. It could be me squeezing my hand, right? Just really, really squeezing it, and then letting it go, and then noticing the difference in my hand. And from here, what I'll do is maybe close my eyes, or you can keep your eyes open and feel into my hand. Now, why do I contract it, or why do I stretch it? It's to get you out of your head, to get you to stop thinking. Realize healing is not logical. It's energetic. It's emotional. You got to tap into the feeling body, which we've lost. Because a lot of us don't even know how to be bored today. Even walking in a park like this, a lot of us are going to be on our phone. Maybe I'm being a hypocrite because I'm recording myself. But the idea is, if I was to bring a client out here into nature, into some place really, really beautiful like this, they wouldn't be able to enjoy it. They'll need something more stimulating. The mind, the ego is going to try to take over and get them to do something to make the experience better than what it is. They're too busy. The mind is too busy trying to get the moment interesting, as opposed to training yourselves to just be interested in the moment, interested in what's going on. Because if you think about it, planet Earth is like God's version of Disneyland. Because if you go anywhere off in the universe, as far as we know, there's just darkness. There's nothing there. There's no life form. And I'm sure there's something out there. But as far as we can see right now, we hit the jackpot. But we're bored. Our minds are bored. It constantly needs stimulation. So what the movements are designed to do is put you back into the body, put you back into the present moment, and feel what your heart and nervous system has been holding on to. So you do a movement. Let's say I'm doing something with my wrists or doing something with my neck. It's very, very subtle. The idea is to feel into the movement. And I keep the movement so simple on my page because I don't want you thinking. I don't want you think. You know, and even though I make them super simple, I still get questions. Like I'll do something with my hand like this in the routine. And people go, well, your fingers, what are you doing with your fingers? I'm moving them. It's not important. And I get it. There's a lot of teachers out there, a lot of movement teachers out there that will teach you these little nuances that are important, but it's too complicated, dude. The idea is not to think about the movement. The idea is to feel and experience the movement and realize there's no one size fits all. That's another reason why we can't heal. Because a lot of us, we just want one way. We think if it works for me, it should work for you. That's not always the case. So this is why therapy, for some people, telling your story works. But I'm here to tell you, for a lot of people, it's not working. I see it. I'm in the Facebook community groups. People constantly venting, complaining, whining about life. Life is happening. Can you participate in it? Instead, you don't participate in life. What you're trying to do is get life the way you want it. And then you complain that the fact that life is not the way you want it to be. That's what actually a lot of us have to heal from, is our preferences. Because the cause of suffering is our preferences, is our wants, it's our desires. It's what we're trying to avoid. So going back, how do you actually use movement to heal? Realize it's not the movement. It's the awareness behind the movement. The purpose of the movement is to get you aware of what's going on inside your body, inside your nervous system, inside your heart. So once you use a movement, so I could use, again, neck stretch. I'm stretching out my trap here, come back to the middle, close my eyes, feel the difference, notice the difference, experience it, and stay there. And allow stillness to come up, silence, peace, clarity. Now the problem with this is, the minute you start to experience any type of stillness, peace, or clarity, guess what the mind's going to do? It's going to try to take over. It's going to try to either make the experience better, or it's going to feel like it's dying and it needs something to do. So then you're going to start thinking again. So what you got to do is come back to the stretch, feel into it, shift your attention back to the stretch, and feel. So that's step one, is getting aware of the body. So the movements are just designed to get you aware of what's going on inside your body. And trust me, there's a lot going on in there. You got 25 trillion cells all communicating. But you also got stuck energy in there. What's the stuck energy? Things you've resisted in your past. That's it. Things you've resisted in your past. The way the nervous system is designed, and this is not scientific, by the way, but the way it's designed is life is happening. You have 5 senses. Life is coming into your 5 senses. At each moment that passes, the energy is supposed to pass through you. But what happens is one of 2 things. There's actually 3. The first one is actually things just pass through. And for the most part, 99% of things that happen in day-to-day life pass through. Like, for instance, right now, the trees are passing through me, the sky, the moment. I'm not clinging and I'm not avoiding anything right now. But one of 2 things that happen that causes us to suffer. The first thing is an experience happens outside and it feels nice. Like really, really nice. And because it feels nice, as opposed to your heart allowing it to pass, what your heart does is it clings to it. It clings to the feeling and sensation. So it holds on to it. So remember, what we're supposed to do is allow it to pass on through. But the things we like, when it comes into us, we cling to it. We hold on to it. And now for the rest of our lives, we're trying to attain that feeling. And we believe that outside experience is what caused us to feel that way. So we're constantly chasing that outside experience. So realize the things that you prefer, the things that you love, the things that you really, really like and enjoy could actually cause you suffering, because when you're out in day-to-day life, your heart constantly wants to feel that. So it's clinging on to that feeling and sensation. It's not allowing that energy to pass on through. So your heart tells your mind, hey, figure out a way to manipulate reality. That way we could feel this. And that's what you're constantly doing. That's why if you come out into nature, like I was saying earlier, most people can't enjoy this. The heart tells the mind, hey, this is not stimulating enough. Figure out a way to make me feel good. Realize that the mind is a slave to the heart. The mind is just trying to protect the heart. It's just trying to provide good experiences for the heart. The second thing that happens is something happens outside. It comes in through the 5 senses. It touches the heart, and it doesn't feel nice. And as opposed to allowing yourself to feel it fully, the heart sends a signal to the mind that says, push it away. Push it away. Make sure that never, ever happens again. So now what happens is this energy, as opposed to allowing it to touch the heart fully and pass on through, it's stuck in your body. You've resisted it. And believe it or not, that energy is stuck in your body, it's stuck in your nervous system. It's always trying to figure out a way for it to come up. That energy is trying to go, but we won't let it because it hurts. It's painful. This is why, if any of you ever just try to sit in a room for 10 or 15 minutes without any stimulation, you get fidgety. You get agitated. You're like, oh my God, I got to do something. Or you get tired. That's because this energy, this fidgety energy is trying to come up. It's trying to be released. It's trying to pass through the heart, but the heart won't let it. So what you got to do, again, the movements. Use the movement to become aware of what's going on inside. Remember, it's not a logical thing. You don't need to know the story. You don't have to remember the past experience that caused it. You could use it to trigger the energy, but realize just sitting in stillness, the energy is going to come up. This is why a lot of people can't sleep. They have, a lot of people DM me about having problems sleeping. It's because this energy is trying to come up. We haven't allowed it to be processed fully. So what you got to do is, how do you use movements to heal? Do a stretch. Feel the stretch. Please keep the stretch very, very simple, or try one of my routines on YouTube. You do a stretch, feel into the body, become aware of what's in the body. And if you sit with it, stuff is going to start to come up. You don't have to label it. You don't have to say, oh, this is from, a memory might pop up. A story might pop up. Great. But once the story pops up, focus on the sensation and the feeling and the energy behind the story. So from there, you become aware of it. Step number 2, once you're aware of it, you accept it or you allow it. I've been listening to a lady lately. Her name is Sam Miller on YouTube. Very, very amazing. Her content is amazing. So if you guys are interested, check out Sam Miller. She speaks exactly about what I talk about, but she's a little bit more eloquent. She's more organized. She's way better than me. She's so amazing. Her content is so relaxing. It's so chilling. It just feels nice to hear somebody else explain it because she articulates the thoughts that I have, but I just can't say it verbally as smooth as she does. So, Sam Miller, she talks about allowing it. Allow it to be there. And guess what? It sucks. It's painful. It hurts. The heart's going to talk to the mind. The heart's going to say, hey, do something about this. What you have to do is say, no, we're fine. We're okay. Yes, it's painful. Let's experience this pain fully. And when we experience this pain fully, it's going to pass through. And we're going to feel lighter. And we're going to feel more open. We're going to feel more expressive. We're going to feel more in tune. We're going to feel, as the spiritual community says, high vibe, good energy. So you got to accept it. Once you accept it, it's going to hurt, by the way. So again, you can't spiritually bypass this. A lot of people, as soon as they start to experience funny feelings, they try to do positive thinking. They try to do affirmations. They try to do mantras. They try to do some type of breathing exercise. They try to activate the vagus nerve. Don't. The body already knows how to do that. Your job is to sit with the feeling. Sit with the energy. And it sucks. I'm sorry. This is why I always say this. I'll never be an 8-figure coach. Because there's people in my niche that make a lot more money than me because they talk about spiritually bypassing and you feel good and you don't have to feel the pain. Step number 3, as you sit with the pain and you accept it, it's going to start to flow. It's going to start to move. That energy is going to start to move. It's not going to stay stuck forever. So you just got to continue to watch it and experience it. It might flow into a different feeling, different sensation. Maybe even a new story might pop up in your mind, maybe a past experience. Allow it. And as you continue to do this, you move to the final step, which is release. How does it get released? It releases all by itself. Realize the body, the nervous system, all that stuff, it knows how to do it. This is nature, by the way. This is nature. We just don't have to interfere. Oftentimes, we try to do too much. Realize healing just requires awareness. Choose awareness over control. Choose release over force. Choose the body over your mental processing. And that's how you use movements. Remember, the movements are just designed to put you back into the body and feel what's there. That's it. So a lot of people who are DMing me and say, hey, I do the movements and I don't feel any emotional release, it's because you're not placing your awareness behind it. You're too focused on doing the movement. Feel into the movement, take a pause, stop for a second, experience the shift, sit with it, and see if there's anything that wants to come up. And here's another thing too for people that DM me. If you do that and you don't experience any emotional release, maybe you're okay. Oh no, I had this traumatic experience in my past and I know I messed up. Maybe you're fine. That's another one. Because everybody thinks they're broken for some reason. And to some degree we are. We got things we got to work on, but maybe you're okay. Maybe you're okay. So again, this is how you use movements to heal yourself emotionally. It's not about the movements, it's the awareness behind the movements. Once you become aware of what's going on, do the 4-step process, become aware of it, accept it, or as Sam Miller would say, allow it. Allow it to flow and allow it to go. All right, I'm going to stop right there. Hope it made sense. Leave any feedback in the comment section below. Peace.